What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video I'll be adding another part into the What If Naruto and Menma Were Brothers series. This is due to you guys absolutely bullying the like goal in the first part and showing some good reception to this series as a whole. Now, of course, the like goal has to raise drastically from its initial iteration, so the like goal, if you guys want the series to continue, will be 2.5 thousand likes. If you guys can get 2.5k likes, then on this video, I'll make sure to add a part 3 after this and continue with the series. Anyways, as usual, I'll be recapping the last part of the What If, then jumping into the new material. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, in the last part of this What If, we basically just had the initial start, the kickoff point to this What If. We had the origin and the just storytelling, the world building a little bit for Naruto and Menma being brothers. We kind of characterized Menma, considering he's in this version and semi-original character, someone that I'll be taking in different directions character-wise, not really just going to be based off of the original source material for Menma's character. So I was characterizing him, talking about all the kind of unique things, the interactions that Naruto and Menma have, even talking about the fact that Naruto is seen as basically the dollar store version of Menma, who more people like. He is essentially the stronger and better version of Naruto. Now, the last part that we left off on was basically Mizuki trying to trick or finesse Naruto into stealing the scroll for him, which, like just how it would in the original, it does happen. Menma, however, stops this interaction, and through a little bit of a brotherly wombo combo, Naruto and Menma were able to body him. Now, like I said, we left off with Naruto and Menma bodying Mizuki after coming to the realization that they themselves are Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails that attacked the village. They both realize that the Nine Tails was split between them, and after this happens, Menma decides that it'd be best if they capture Mizuki and take him to another shinobi that they know is loyal to the village and will listen to them and listen to their explanation. And as Menma is tying up the unconscious Mizuki, Haruka arrives on the scene, rushing to tell Naruto that Mizuki is attempting to trick him, only to see that Menma himself seems to have handled him. Good job, Menma. I'm glad you were able to take down Mizuki before you hurt your brother. Naruto's vein starts to protrude on his head as he doesn't really want credit for him bodying Mizuki being taken, but considering the fact that his brother did help him, he bites his tongue. Oh, there really is no need to thank me, Iruka-sensei. Naruto didn't really need my help, and he handled Mizuki pretty easily. I'm just here to take out the trash, you could say. Haruka then starts chuckling when he hears this. I know that you were proud of your brother, Menma, but there is no way that Naruto could have beaten Mizuki. He's a Chunin after all. Menma then glances back at Haruka and then nods to Naruto. Go ahead, you can show him. Naruto then smiles like a little kid in a candy shop as he makes the hand seal for the shadow clone technique. After using it, Naruto makes 100 shadow clones. Now, the only difference between me now and then, when I fought Mizuki, is I made 10 times more shadow clone than this sensei. Haruka is rather impressed that Naruto was able to pull off such a jutsu, and finds himself in awe of Naruto's raw chakra and ability. Naruto, I never knew you'd be able to pull off something so impressive. For your bravery and your strength, I shall give you the ninja headband to officially make you a genin. When Naruto hears this, his eyes widen and he feels happiness within his heart. Thank you, sensei. Naruto then bows to Haruka in thanks for him acknowledging his strength. Now, after this, Naruto does turn to Haruka and asks, is it true that me and Menma are hosts to the beast that destroyed the village a while ago? Because that's what Mizuki told us, and I was just wondering if that was the truth. Haruka then sucks in a bit of air as the shock of Mizuki telling the two children about the QB hits him. Yes, I'm afraid that is the case, Naruto. Mizuki was not lying about that. Naruto then looks down for a second, then looks up with his normal Naruto mischievous grin. He then thanks Haruka, and he and Menma leave Mizuki's unconscious body with Haruka so he can handle it. After this, Naruto and Menma head home at top speed. On the way there, Menma sees glimpses of Naruto's eyes filled with tears as they both run back. Now, at first Menma is going to kind of try to console his brother, but he realizes that Naruto is happy that Haruka, or really anyone but Menma, has finally acknowledged the strength that he holds within his heart and the strength that he values so much. Now, this is why he decides to have a blatant smile on his face, seeing his brother blatantly crying, and the two arrive home. They both find themselves overwhelmingly exhausted and pass out. The next day, the two brothers wake up groggy from last night's endeavors and are only able to drag themselves out of bed when they remember that the team that they will be on will be decided today. This wakes the two of them up rather quickly as they throw on some clothes and leave the house even before they even have time to eat ramen. Something that Naruto specifically regrets, but hey, what are you going to do about it? The two are charging straight for Konoha, or straight through Konoha, to the academy in a desperate attempt not to be late. They finally arrive just before Iruka starts declaring what the teams will be. Alright, class. Everybody, settle down while they put the teams together. Menma and Naruto find seats available right next to Sasuke and Sakura, who is Naruto's crush at the time, and, they sit down with Menma nudging at Naruto, kind of embarrassing him slightly. Iruka then starts listing off people, arranging them, and putting them in their teams. The 7th team for this year's academy will be Naruto, Sasuke, and Menma? Iruka questions this decision for a second, noticing that this seems to be a last-second change from Lord Third himself. Lord Third must have had a reason for not putting a Kunoichi on this team, along with putting both halves of the Kyuubi on the same team. That's an interesting decision. He then sees a note from Hiruzen on the paper that actually dictates what classes or what teams the team will be in, and Iruka does get an explanation. He realizes that the reason that Hiruzen has put them on the same team is because the chemistry between Menma and Naruto should be exponentially better, at least initially, than any other team should have. Also, the fact that Menma is extremely strong and should be able to protect his brother is partially the reason that he is favored over the Kunoichi named Sakura that would have been put on the team otherwise. After this brief pause, Iruka continues listing off the rest of the teams and concludes their time at the academy. Class is then dismissed, and Naruto walks out of the classroom before turning to look for Menma and coming face to face with Sasuke. Immediately, Naruto's good mood goes down by 100% as he scowls right back at Sasuke. Naruto, try not to slow me and your brother down when you're on our team. Sasuke then walks past Naruto, leaving Naruto angry and wanting to attack verbally and especially physically. His body tenses up as he's about to leap at Sasuke and attack, but right before he does, Menma grabs Naruto's shoulder, automatically releasing some of the built-up tension that Sasuke is trying to have released. For some reason, Naruto always feels calmed by his brother's touch, and he does calm down a little bit. Menma, however, does tell him, calm down, Naruto. If you want to shut Sasuke up for good, you're going to need to get stronger. Do not just lash out. Naruto then smiles when hearing this, and has his usual determination build up in his heart. Alright then, I'll make sure to get stronger than Sasuke, and even you, Menma. Naruto points at Menma, and just when he's about to go run to train, his stomach rumbles extremely loudly. But, before I train, you mind treating me to some ramen? Menma then bursts out laughing when seeing and hearing this, but just soon stifles his laughter. Sure, Naruto, we can go get some ramen. The two brothers are then about to walk off when Menma's eyes dart to the left and see that Sasuke seems to be watching them from afar. Menma turns and looks directly at Sasuke. Would you like to join us in our meal, Sasuke? As soon as Menma says this, Naruto looks to him and begs him, pleads with him to take back the request and just tell Sasuke to go take a hike. Menma, however, ignores Naruto and shouts this out to Sasuke yet again, who is watching this seemingly foreign and alien brotherly love that, after, seeing Itachi betray him and his entire family, he finds intriguing now, or he finds it nostalgic. Now, Sasuke is embarrassed that he was caught watching them from afar, and Sasuke's stomach then grumbles at the sound of food, but his overwhelming pride and introversion will not allow him to go eat with the two brothers, especially with Naruto himself, as they head off to Ichiraku Ramen shop and eat until their faces are stuffed. After doing this, Naruto decides to, waste some energy, get some of that ramen off of his stomach, and run into the forest to go train against a multitude of his own shadow clones. He does this training for hours upon hours, until finally Naruto's chakra levels dip too low for him to muster any more strength, much less any clones. He then collapses in the forest, face first into a pile of mud and dirt. Menma, seeing and watching over his brother, goes and picks Naruto up, cleaning him up, and, giving him a fresh pair of clothes next to his bed as he takes him home and lays him down. The next day, Naruto finds himself and wakes himself up in the bed in the house and looks around, confuses how Tui got there, and realizes what happened when he sees Menma already awake, much earlier than he usually is, with ramen on the table, ready to be eaten. What happened? Did you take me home again? Menma just nods. You need to stop passing out in the woods. No, you stink. Go shower and change before your ramen gets cold, Naruto. Naruto sighs and gets ready for the day, although he is still sore and tired from the previous day or yesterday's training. After Naruto walks back into the kitchen, he gulps down his ramen juice, and he, along with Menma, head to the area where they are supposed to meet their instructor in. The two then sit down next to Sasuke, once again, who has arrived a few minutes before them. They all wait in awkward silence until Kakashi walks into the room and directs his team to go up on top of the roof. When they all arrive on the roof, Kakashi decides to ask his usual rooftop question. What is it that you all want to do? What are your dreams, your goals, your aspirations? When hearing this, Sasuke and Menma ponder this idea for a brief second, but Naruto knows what he wants. He immediately blurts out that he's going to become Hokage, and not just that, he's not going to just settle at becoming Hokage, but he's going to become a Hokage that surpasses all the other Kage in existence, all the other Kage in history. Kakashi has a brief flashback to his childhood friend, Obito, who used to proclaim those same words, but he stops himself from being sentimental. Alright, Sasuke, what is it that you want to do? What is your goal in life? Sasuke ponders for a bit, thinking of whether or not he should really display his goals or really put them on blast, but he decides to tell them anyway. My goal. My only purpose in this world is to kill a certain man. Kakashi raises an eyebrow to this idea, but moves on. He then looks to Menma and asks him the same question. What are your aspirations, Menma? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What is it that you wish to accomplish with your life? I don't have any goals or aspirations for my life, Sensei. Not huge ones, at least. None that compare to becoming Hokage or killing a certain man. My main dream is to probably see Naruto become Hokage. And if, for some reason, I do not get to live to see that, I hope to protect him until my dying breath. Sasuke and Naruto turn to Menma in awe of his selflessness and purity, while Kakashi, as well, can't be helped being influenced by the innocence of Menma's words. It seems that you all know what you want to do with your lives. That is pretty important when becoming a good shinobi, so it is good that you know. Now, it's time for a test. A final graduation exam of sorts. Naruto, Menma, and Sasuke are all confused by this initially. They all complain about already passing and becoming genin, but Kakashi holds his finger up to his lips, signaling them all to be quiet and to just shut up. If you guys cannot pass the test that I lay forth for all of you, then you shall not become genin. Kakashi then smiles through his mask and runs off with all of his students in a hot pursuit. Now, after arriving to the training grounds, Kakashi stops and pulls out some bells. He then starts explaining the bell test. Like I mentioned earlier, the ones who aren't able to retrieve these bells and finish this mission will be sent back to the academy and never given the chance to try to become genin again. This makes Naruto pull on a stronger look of determination as he crouches down and charges at Kakashi. I'll make sure to get your bells in one fell swoop. Naruto pulls his kunai out and leaps and slashes at Kakashi's neck, trying to take him down in one blow and steal the bell. Hold on, Naruto. I didn't say go yet. Kakashi then takes Naruto's kunai and uses it to pin Naruto's arm behind him, slamming him to the ground. Get off of me! Naruto then lets go of his kunai and spins around while on the ground, throwing a kick that Kakashi ducks underneath. Naruto then smiles as he jumps off of his hands and feet and brings his other foot into the air, attempting to hit Kakashi while he ducks. Kakashi, however, grabs Naruto's foot and spins him around before launching his body into a nearby puddle. When Naruto is submerged in that puddle, he formulates a plan and prepares to enact it. He then launches out of the water, out of the pond that he is in, and in that instant, he sets his sights on Kakashi. He then uses a clone to propel himself, leaping off of it like a frog at high speeds. I got you now, Kakashi! Naruto then throws another kunai, or throws another kick after the kunai at Kakashi, which both get parried. Kakashi uses Naruto's momentum and speed against him, making Naruto land to the ground hard and make a crater in the process. Then, Naruto lands, he gets up, and looks around for Kakashi. Where did you go? Show yourself! As Naruto looks around, Menma realizes what is about to happen from afar, hiding in the same tree that Sasuke is, and rushes in to defend Naruto. Kakashi then appears behind Naruto and makes a tiger seal. Secret Konoha technique. 1,000 years of death. Kakashi then stabs upwards towards Naruto. But just before the attack connects, just before Naruto's life is altered for the worse, Menma intercepts the attack, stopping Kakashi's attack and saving Naruto in one fell swoop. You must be pretty impressive to keep up with me at this speed. Kakashi then spins around and launches Menma into Naruto, knocking both of them down to the ground and incapacitating them for a bit. Kakashi then takes this opportunity to have his scrap with Sasuke, which interacts in the same taijutsu battle which they usually would have had, and results in exactly as it would have in the original. Now, when Kakashi disappears from Sasuke's vision as well, Menma and Naruto appear on the scene, ready to save him and tackle him out of the way of Kakashi's headhunter jutsu. After tackling him, Menma gets up and starts talking to Sasuke, and Naruto as well, as he's basically proposing a plan. Listen guys, I know you guys don't care for each other, but we have to work together if we're going to get the bells. Work with Naruto? I'd rather die. Also, there are only 2 bells, and I'm not sacrificing my goal for either of you. Yeah, and I refuse to work with a selfish jerk like Sasuke. Menma looks at the 2 of them, and then reaches a decision. Fine. Then both of your goals require you to progress and be ninja, so we'll work as a team and successfully get the bells. If we do so, you can both take the next step. I'll make sure that you guys get the bells, and I'll sacrifice myself. We are comrades, and as comrades, I'll sacrifice anything for you guys. Naruto's my brother, and you are now my teammate, Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke then look at each other and nod. Alright, it's time to attack as a team. It's time to be Team 7. They all get ready to attack as a team, then Kakashi stops and holds his hand up. No need to continue fighting. You all pass. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 2 to the What If Naruto and Menma Were Brothers series. If you guys did enjoy this video and do want it to continue and become like just a regular series on the channel, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to get it to 2.5 thousand likes. And after this, if I see that you guys are getting some really good reception to this, bodying the like button, asking for it in the comments, just showing a general level of appreciation or just enjoyment for this What If, I will probably consider adding daily like goals on it from part 3 and on. That might be something I do. Make sure to get 2 parts in, see if you guys are receiving it well, and if so, we can see how it goes from there. Hopefully, guys, I should be able to get the merch, like the sketches or the rough drafts for the merch by tomorrow. I know I mentioned, being able to show you guys images or like just try to give you guys like something to look at, something to see and approve of or disapprove of, whichever one you guys decide. So I will try to do that tomorrow. Make sure that I get that ready and get that in order. So keep in mind, be on the community tab, and that kind of segues into the next little part. If you guys do want to be alerted to everything that I have on my announcement, all that kind of good stuff, the smaller things that I want to announce on the community tab, make sure that you click the links down below. That would be my Instagram, Twitter, and Discord as the main ones. Now, that's also if you guys want to interact with me on a more personal level, which I know a lot of you do. A lot of you guys like talking to me, and I enjoy talking to you guys as well, and just helping you out. We just talk, we just vibe, So I'll leave links to my description down below for that. And if you guys are new to the channel, watch this video, enjoyed it, and haven't already done so, consider subscribing and hitting the bells. You don't miss out on more Naruto content, you don't miss out on this What If series, and you don't miss out on some more powerful What Ifs to come. I just want to say I got a lot of good things planned, a lot of big things planned ahead, so I hope you guys stay along for the ride. Road to 100K. Anyways, as usual, I will be closing out this video now, and as usual, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always guys, this is Anime X, signing off.